Day 82, still sitting here in Rollins. I'm at a desk. It's like I'm adulting or something. I did get a bunch of stuff done yesterday with videos, getting them scheduled, so I'm good for almost a month on videos, so that I can not stress about that. And I got a bunch of stuff done on the TEDx talk, which is awesome because that was seriously stressing me out. It's really been hard to try and manage all of the responsibilities I have for that engagement while I'm on the road or on the trail with service virtually nowhere, especially here in Wyoming. I don't know what it is, but man, Wyoming is definitely not a particularly Verizon friendly state, which is a pain in the ass. Anyway, I'm actually going to be appearing on a radio show this morning on KCAA Radio, which is a radio station in Southern California, closest to where the TEDx conference is going to be happening in August. So I'm super stoked about that, and I'm going to get to talk to a couple of friends of mine. They're the ones that have the radio show. I'm really happy that they're going to be able to host me this morning so that I can talk a little bit about the trail and the talk and the event and things like that. So yeah, I have to call in. I'm so glad they have the morning show. Typically, I have a hard time waking up to talk to them because it's from 5 till 9 or 6 till 10 or something, but my segment is almost always mad early. So it's kind of nice to be here in Wyoming because I'm an hour ahead, so it was easy to wake up for this. At any rate, I have to have another coffee so I can put my game voice on. I have to put on my game face because it's radio. So that's another nice thing about radio is I can just show up looking like hell or whatever. I just have to sound okay and not cough a lot. Wish me luck. It's about 9:30 and I walked out of Rollins this morning. I'm solo now. More about that later, but oh my goodness. I guess I'll be in the Great Basin. This looks definitely out here. I haven't seen this kind of gate mechanism before. Goodness. Yeah, so I guess I'll be on private land for the next 20 miles. Holy smokes. And there's 2 roads going out of here. It just says take the road. It doesn't say which one. And they both kind of look like they go to the same place. So I'm going to stay on the roads as much as possible though, because everybody's been writing about how ticky this is. And I didn't want any part of that. And snaky. Just walked up on this guy. Oof, gonna have to keep an eye out. So according to Gut Hook, I was supposed to turn off this road. There's a cairn back there, you can see it, onto a trail, but unfortunately, I don't see any trail. There's pretty much non-existent unless it's this ditch here. At any rate, the road seems to parallel the trail, so I'm just going to stick with that. I can see better. Fewer snakes, fewer ticks. Very strange. They cairned it at the beginning. I don't know if they cairned it anymore, but yeah, there's really no trail beat in at this point. So I saw something about a shortcut cutting through the parking lot of the quarry up here. So yeah, I'd rather just stay where I can see what's going on around my feet, since I've already run into one rattlesnake today. Not really looking to run into any more. So instead of taking the non-existent trail, which is kind of weird, it's supposed to be on the road, which is there, but the trail markers are off trail a bit. It says that public easement extends from 30 feet to either side of the trail, and it begins here. So there we go. Well, I hope that's not true, because looks like a CDT blaze down there. I know it doesn't always seem like we're publicly recreating, but theoretically That's what's happening here. Walking across this really wide open exposed basin. Fun as shit, no? It's about 20 after 11. I've gone for about 7 miles or so. It's a little more than 7 miles. So I sat down to switch water over to my bladder and drink up the rest of what I had. I brought out 2 liters. I'm very concerned about dehydration in this section because it's pretty much all open and exposed. There's no shade anywhere. So basically just keeping a good cruising speed without exerting too much, and drinking a lot of water, and I'm glad I have a lot of electrolytes to use on this section. So yeah, I left around 9, so I'm making pretty good time. It's flat as hell out here. Basically, this section of the trail parallels Highway 285, which is, I wonder if it's the same 285 that goes through New Mexico and Colorado. I have no idea, but it's pretty boring. There's not much going on out here. Mainly, I just keep looking down to make sure I didn't catch a tick. Keep an eye out for snakes, and just stay on this dirt road. So easy peasy. I'm gonna sit here for another couple of minutes. It's still not too hot out. Like, I'm trying to get in as many miles as possible while it's still coolish. The breeze is cool, and before the sun gets too intense. Yesterday it was like 78 at around this time of the day, but by like 2 or 3 it was 87. So, and that's obviously impactful, and you're gonna sweat a lot more. I didn't have anything on my back, and I was sweating like crazy walking around yesterday. I was a little bit muggy too. So I'm gonna sit here, finish my smoke, and push on. It's time to eat something too. I haven't really eaten much today. The radio thing, I think it went well. I was so jacked up on coffee, and things were not going well back at the ranch, so it was a little stressful, but I think I did all right. It's on, I think you can listen to it on kcaaradio.com, but when I have a better link, I'll add it in the description and the notes. Some kind of cauldron. Oh, it's a inside-out tire filled with red lava rock. That's weird. Not sure the significance of that. It's like a redneck witchcraft cauldron made out of a tire instead of cast iron. Well, damn, I missed another trail turnoff. I didn't see it. Thank goodness. I knew it was supposed to come, and I saw those piles over there. I thought maybe they were cairns, so I checked Gut Hook, and sure enough, I had passed the trail junction. Luckily, cross country out here isn't that hard. It's basically just being even more watchful for snakes and ticks. Oh, and cactus. I find my way back to the trail. I think I get to climb up that. You know, the CDT loves to make you climb stuff, even if it's the only climb around. I should have done a better job of looking at the map. Got off the road, I missed a trail junction. Again, I didn't really see any evidence of trail. I zoomed out a little bit on Gut Hook. As it turns out, I could have just stayed on that road the whole time to the water rather than bushwhacking cross country looking for a trail. I think I'm on a cow trail now. But yeah, annoying, but whatever. Yeah, I get it. They're trying to give us, time off the roads and whatever. But if you can't find the trail, or the trail you walk off onto a junction, and the trail doesn't exist because everyone's taking road shortcuts now, there's no point. So I'm following this cow trail back towards the road I was on, and I'm just gonna walk that to the water, which is hopefully only in about, like 3 miles. 2.5? No, I don't know. Whatever. Apparently I'm not the only one doing this. Virtually everybody does, judging by the number of footprints on this road, which also probably explains a lot about why the trail isn't clear. Everyone's taking this easier to find and probably easier to walk way. At least I know I'm on the right track. I see a cairn up on the hill with a CDT signboard. And this looks like my water. I was hoping there might be a little shade around here somewhere, but looks like I may be SOL. Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna pop in and grab some water. There's supposed to be a spring and a pond here. Obviously, I'd rather drink out of the spring if I can find it. So, yeah, maybe I'll sit in the shade of that barrel for a little bit. It's kind of cool. There, it's like a solar well, but there's no trough that I can see. So I'm guessing it's just feeding the pond. Oh, and there's Highway 285 again. Yeah, Ray, we'll check it out. Oh, what's that? It looks like a trail register stand. Let's investigate. So that is a trail register. It's a BLM register. There's also a little sign from BLM on the inside of the enclosure. I didn't take the phone with me in there because I had my hands full with both my bladder and my Sawyer Smart water bottle. So, but it's, oh, I went over there. I was like, oh my God. There's like 2 tubes in there, and thank goodness, because the water itself that was around the tubes was thick with nasty green algae and full of flies that were, oh my God, yeah, it was pretty gross. But that's awesome that they have, like, under the cover of the tubes, the water was cold, springy, super nice. So I picked up 2 liters. The next Shearwater that's listed on GoHook is like we're 16 miles away, although somebody did mark on another waypoint that there may be a pond in around 9 miles. Anyway, I'm going to carry for the longer distance and hope for the best. I don't know if I'm going to make it that far today. Probably, I don't see why not, though. I don't know. It's 1 o'clock. And, yeah, I'd be pushing it, but I think maybe I can get there. That would make today a 28-mile day starting at 9 o'clock. Damn. We'll see. We'll see. I had to make my own shade here with my umbrella, kind of leaning up against the barrel because it didn't really provide much on its own. Anyway, I'm going to sit here for a minute, rest up for a sec, and then carry on. The trail, I understand, is kind of faint. Ultimately meets up with my bad. That's not Highway 285, it's Highway 287. And the trail meets up with 287 down the way, so I'm probably just going to make my way over towards it at an angle and get to it now if the trail's hard to find. I've got a couple of horses coming my way. Ooh, I hope they come over to say hello. I have some pretzels I can give them, although I tried to feed some other horses pretzels before and it didn't really work out. They just sort of rolled out of my hand and onto the ground. I don't know if they picked them up later, but pretzels pretty much all I got, other than almonds and candy. Beef jerky. Pretty sure it's not okay to feed horses beef jerky or almonds. They're smokehouse almonds. Or spree. See if they come around. They're coming closer. Oh, they're so pretty. They probably want in after the water. I don't know where they drink. I can't tell if they belong to somebody or not because I can't see their feet. But I don't even know. Does Wyoming have wild horses? Maybe. I haven't seen wild horses in a long time. I think the last time I saw them was in New Mexico and I was in a car. Been a while. But they're not interested in visiting. Darn it. Maybe the next ones. At least they don't run away from me like the cat. Well, no surprise, there's a fence in between the spring and the road. So I had to tuck and roll, tick check, but I'm free. Woohoo! And I'll be walking Highway 287 for a while. The trail actually meets up with this highway a couple miles up the road and walks it as well for about a mile, half a mile, something like that, before turning off again. So, you know, this is just easier than trying to find a trail that doesn't really exist. And I think at this point, most everybody is walking roads, trying to get through the basin as quickly as possible. Here's the desert. It's hot. It's the end of July. About the worst time possible to be walking through a desert. So the quicker you can make it go, I think, the better. That is a busy highway, 287, with beautiful views. Oh my goodness. Loving those colors. And it's got a giant shoulder. So that's all good. There's a breeze in and out. More out than in right now. I wish it'd be a little more in. But the sun still isn't as intense as it was yesterday, so that's good. There's some cloud cover in the sky. None really over me right now, but you know, one can always hope. Oh my. You get an idea of where I'm going to be spending the next while. Holy flat, Batman. That's some desolate shit right there. Wow. On the plus side, it means going fast, going far, and knocking this out. Hopefully, as quickly as possible. But on the downside, it basically means being completely out and exposed to whatever the elements have to bring. I don't see really any evidence of shade or cover anywhere. But damn. So the trail peels off, Highway 287 up here, ultimately follows a pipeline back to County Road 63. County Road 63 turns off 287, less than half a mile further. So, I don't really want to walk on a pipeline. I don't anticipate there's going to be any difference, really. It's going to be the same view. They basically walk parallel to each other. So I'm going to take the road just in case there's some issues with the water. So far, everything's fine. I still have plenty. I haven't really needed to drink much. So, I mean, it's hot and open, but I'm not really walking fast. It's mainly flat or downhill. As you can see, it looks like it's about to just get flatter. So I'm gonna roll with the road anyway, though, just because I think it'll be faster walking, and I really want to make that next water, which is Bull Springs. That was 16 miles or more away from the last spring, which I think was called Frog Spring. Oh my God. Great Basin indeed. I'm gonna be so excited to get up into the mountains after this is done. What up, Wind River Range? I'm coming for you. Got a pretty decent aerial view, as it were, of County Road 63, which I'll be walking for like, I think 5-6 miles, probably all the way across to those little hills over there. That's a long ass road to nowhere. I don't see shit out there. I see a farm like way off to the left. That's about it. Alright, County Road 63. I'm not even sure what county this is. The last county I remember seeing on signs was Carbon County, but I imagine somewhere in this plethora of signage I'll be informed appropriately. Hopefully one of these signs throws off a little shade, because I definitely wouldn't mind sitting down for a minute once I exhaust myself reading all of this material. Sweetwater Uranium Project. Yikes. Rio Tinto. That definitely sounds like a do not drink water source. Oh my goodness. That's not good. Look, more Bud Light. Hey, this is Bush and Bud Light. They're switching it up a little bit. What does this say? You are entering a raptor concentration area where eagles, hawks, and falcons nest from mid-March to mid-July. Please don't disturb birds, unnatural nests, or artificial nesting structures during this time period. And I see that there's a Audubon Society important bird area sign there. That's cool. Man, I wouldn't mind seeing some little baby raptors. All right, we are in Carbon County. And wow. Okay. Got some oil and gas, some mineral, some road damage. Too bad this sign is, well, posted in the ground. Otherwise I would, oh, you know what? Yeah, it doesn't really move, darn it. I was gonna just flip it around temporarily so I could sit down in some shade from the sign. Guess not. Open range, loose stock. Holy crap, there's just so much signage on this road. Not one sign indicating that you are on County Road 63. But hey, they pretty much tell you everything else you could ever possibly need to know about what's happening on this road. Have I truly properly expressed yet how incredibly joyful I am that I got this umbrella? Woo! No shade from the signage because of the time. Well, I guess I'll have to put that back up. No shade from the signage because of the time, but you know, this umbrella, I get a little creative with sticking it in places. It's got a big old handle though, which I wish had like a stake on the bottom, kind of like a stake that would come out like a beach umbrella, but it just has a loop and the big handle. Anyway, I'm gonna put it back up here. There's a nice little breeze. It's nice in the breeze when you're in the shade. And then just kick back for a minute before heading down this road. I got about almost 5 miles, I think, before the trail actually connects with and hits this road. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna have a sit, fill up my bladder again, and put something in my guts. I guess this is a hot spot for cattle rustlers or other livestock. That's crazy. I've never seen a sign like that before. Wow. You're being watched, so leave Bessie alone. Crazy. There's a trail on the other side of that ditch. I'm almost to where it meets up with, actually comes onto this road. And there's supposed to be like a dirt pond around here somewhere. I think it's probably that. Somebody said that you could see it from the road in a dirt enclosure. Depending on how close I can get, I'm probably gonna check it out. And I'm sure it's a cow pond, probably with nasty water. But from what I understand, not really that different from Bull Springs, which is another almost 8 miles away. So I'm gonna check out my water sit and pick up probably a little bit or just sit there and drink some. Should have left an electrolyte in my pocket. There, my food bag. And it's tucked so perfectly in my pack right now. I don't want to get it out. So, anyway, I'm going to check out this pond, see what it's about. So it's about 10 after 4, and I've done about 20 today so far. It's been mostly easy walking, although the last part was on pavement, and so that was like a little hard on my hips, especially after the long road walk into Rollins, even though that was a couple days ago and took a 0. The pond's not bad. It's nice. The next water is Bull Springs. It's not for like another 7.4 miles. I can definitely get there today, but let's just sit here for a little bit and cool down. I had to make my own shade again. I just have this propped up. The backpack's propped up against a rock, and the umbrella's tucked into some stuff on the pack so I could get a little bit of cover here. But oh my gosh, it is, when it's warm, and there's nothing out here for shade really. Now, there were a couple of trees in the last stretch, but right now there's just nothing. Luckily though, oh my gosh, a nice cloudy sky, so it's nice to have that little bit of cover from the sun. And when there is a breeze, it's a nice cool one, so that's awesome. I dig that. So very, very lucky. This could be much, much more miserable. But anyway, for now, I'm gonna kick back for a little minute and make sure that I have at least 1 liter of water drunk, and top off my bag, and then press on to Bull Springs. So I topped off my water bag. Man, I'm not drinking enough. It's been like 8.5 miles. That last water I probably drank like, I don't know, half a liter, not even 3/4, but definitely at least half. But yeah. So I'm not gonna have to get water from the pond, even though I could if I needed to. But I just wanted to show you the little ducks in there. They're so cute. So there's a little random pond here. They got ducks and some kind of other screeching bird. I don't know what the heck it is. Definitely not a duck, but a little on golden cow pond scene for you. Lovely. Yeesh. When you can see your future for miles and miles. Whoo! At least it's a straight shot. Can't take any shortcuts here. Okay, this is straight up some desolate shit out here. Flat. Well, mostly. I'm actually going slightly downhill right now. Whee! But I don't know. I think it's kind of pretty. Yeah, especially like the green. All the grasses are turning brown. But the green sage and the brown, and there's red rocks with these little wrinkle hills around. I think it's kind of cool looking. I don't mind walking through this at all, especially since, sun, not today, not today. Sun's all covered with clouds, you know, at the hottest part of the day. Makes life so much easier. Get those miles in when you can. But other than that, I just think it's nice. I'm enjoying the colors. I do love the desert, so, you know, I'm weird. I just wish there was a little more water throughout this section, but, you know, can't have it all. It is a desert. It's almost 6, and I got about 3.5, 4 miles to get to Bull Springs. There's a road junction where I guess the trail takes off and does like a semicircle where the road itself goes straight. So I was gonna go straight because it's shorter. I don't know why you would do a semicircle just to basically come back to the same road. And I read the comments on Gut Hook. Well, you have to cross, if you go straight, you'll cross a cow shit mud patch and a meadow and get wet or whatever. I don't know. Those last comments are from over a week ago, so I don't know how muddy it's still going to be. I'll check it out when I get there, but it sounds like the water itself is also pretty crappy cow shit water. Definitely putting the bull in Bull Springs. Anyway, I found a rock to sit down on, air my feet out. It's been like, I think I've done about 23 miles so far, and haven't aired my feet out all day. So, you know, take a moment, sit on a rock that doesn't have any snakes under it. I can see the ticks creeping up on me if they try. And just rest for a little minute in this nice cool breeze, overcast. It's actually pretty damn nice out here. Pretty damn nice. But time to move on. I just met a dude named Charlie Dayhiker. He's actually bikepacking the Great Divide right now. So I guess he's Charlie Bikepacker right now. But he's done the CDT. He was giving me some good info about it. He told me that, man, he told me a bunch of shit. I think we talked for like a half hour. Should take my pack off. Now my back's killing me. That was not bright. Oh well, he told me that there's someone up here camped. I think he said his name was Percy. At the water. Now it's like, man, we did talk for a long time. Because it's already almost 7. And actually, I don't even know how far it is to the water. I haven't looked at the map yet. But anyway, I am getting tired. Yeah, my legs are getting a little tired. So, and I don't remember exactly how far the water after Bull Springs is. So I'll probably camp, depending on the water situation, at or around there, not too far past it. It'll have been a 27 or more mile day by the time I get there. So that's good. Not too shabby for a getting out of town day. Oh yeah, he said there was something dead around here. I can smell it. I've been smelling it for a while. Ooh, it's getting worse. All right, dead thing. Ugh. Nasty. I'm guessing this is my muddy cow shit meadow. Sure smells muddy. Well, it smells like cow shit anyway. That's for sure. Anyway, I am probably a mile or less from the water. Guthook takes you around this meadow where the ticks live. Damn it. Probably to avoid this crap. Literally. But it's shorter. It's getting late. And I'm motivated to go park it for the evening. I really want to try and get some big miles tomorrow. Yep, this is muddy, all right. I've upset the cows. I'm sorry, cows. I am. You're so sensitive. Ooh, yuck. Well, they're wet. All right, it's 7:30. I found Bull Springs and a bunch more cows. I see a hiker over there. Can't wait to see the quality of this water. I'm sure it's going to be fabulous. So much cow. Well, it's not too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot more mosquito-y than it actually is here. So the next water is not for like over 14 miles. So I'm going to tank up here now, but I'm just going to camp here. Hopefully tomorrow and get some big miles in. I see a person over there. That's interesting. I wonder who that is. Like pants. And then I just met Perry, who's hiking over in that tent. Oh, I lost him over there. So that's cool. And yeah, that's not a person, it's a cow. Just standing like perfectly profiled, so it appears that the cow only has 2 legs. This place is like mad bovine, but whatever. It's been a good enough day. It's like 27 or something miles. So call it. And hop in the tent and start eating down some of this heavy ass food. Oh, it's about 8:30, and I am posted up in the middle of Cowtown here. So many cows, oh my God. But, you know, I picked up like 2.5 liters here. I drank a half liter already. A little bit dehydrated. Decided this is about 28 mile day. That's good enough for coming out of town, getting a later start. Not too bad. I'm fine with that. Tomorrow I hope to get a bigger day in. I was hoping I would be more hungry, but I'm just not. I just don't have much of an appetite, which is unfortunate. And I don't really want to cook because the wind's picked up and it's a waste of fuel. And unfortunately, I had planned to go mostly stoveless for this leg just because it was going to be, well, I got peanut M&Ms, because it was going to be heavier with water carries, but Nightcrawler had wanted to do like a couple of collab meals, and so I picked up 2 and he picked up 2. Well, now we're both screwed because, well, he's got half of them and I've got the other half, but on the other hand, they were full meals anyway, and he hasn't had much of an appetite for a while, so I don't really see him macking down on a whole box of mac and cheese and a north side in the same meal either, so he'll be fine. I'll be fine. But yeah, I'm just not that hungry, which is a bummer because I really wanted to get some of this food weight off my back. I think I'll be in Lander pretty quick, even though it's 120 miles from Rawling. Yeah, I've got already almost 30 miles of that knocked out just today, and I didn't even hike a full day. So luckily it's not too mosquito-y here, so I could hike until I think I got here like 7:45. So something like that. Anyway, yeah, I was gonna talk a little bit about why I'm by myself, but I kind of believe in not videoing and then posting things for the general public consumption that I may regret later. And I'm still pretty hot, so I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. At any rate, I'm gonna eat some. Oh man, some of them melted. Whatever. I'm gonna eat some stuff. I'm gonna force some stuff down, take a Benadryl, and knock out. I'm gonna get up at like 3:30 tomorrow and night hike out of here, try and get miles in. I don't anticipate getting lucky every day with the weather, so gotta get those miles in where I can. And hopefully, I don't know, do ticks sleep? I'm all paranoid about ticks in this section now. Everybody keeps writing about ticks and talking about ticks. Man, I do not care to catch a tick disease, especially, well, I mean, I sure don't want the Lyme. That was my biggest fear last year on the AT, but I definitely don't want that tick disease, the one from the Lone Star tick that makes you allergic to red meat. Like, oh my God, just kill me now. That'd be horrible. No more burgers, no more steak. What? No. That's not how any of this works. So yeah, I'm glad I took permethrin on my dress. Just basically around the bottom. I found part of a bottle in the hiker box at Rawling, and there was only enough left really to like treat the bottom half of my dress, basically from where I sit down on the back and then a little shorter bit on the front. But hopefully that'll be enough. These leggings are treated for the most part. The legs are treated. And this Bugs Away shirt is supposed to keep ticks off me too. So I guess this is going to be like do tick checks, do tick checks, do tick checks. Hope and hope and hope. And then get on up in the mountains so I can just go back to getting eaten by mosquitoes again. Yay! At least it'll be cooler. All right, good night.